Why don't we just pull up AMD right now and look at it,
Oh,
Paul?
AMD is the best. It's such terrible financials.
And people are saying, why are we pretending that NVIDIA doesn't exist as well? So maybe we could look at these companies. I mean, this is hot sauce here right now. People, I've never seen the comments fly in. It's like,
NVIDIA is a good company. I mean, they make great chips. I think they might be in the Tesla. I know they're in the Range Rovers.
More in the graphic cards.
Oh, okay, graphic cards.
Okay,
there you
NVIDIA, guys. Sorry, AMD.
AMD, here we go.
$100 billion market cap. Okay. PE of 40, 39x. Good profit margin, 25%. Check mark. No dividends. And a free cash flow in the last year of $770 million. So right now, the price of free cash flow is 120 or so to 1. Versus Intel's was 13. So, again, not even 13. On the last year, it was, what was the market cap, 250?
Yeah,
Divided by 20, it was 12.5, so it was close enough. So the question becomes, is AMD worth 10 times the premium that Intel is? That is the question we're trying to ask. They made $777 million in free cash flow last year, AMD. Intel did 20 million. That's 20 billion. That's 30 times more. So according to this, market cap of AMD should be $3 trillion. Sorry. Wrong. Intel's, to get the same valuation level, has to go from 250 billion to $7.5 trillion at the same valuation level. Again, AMD probably has a better growth story than Intel, but it's all about the valuation at some point. Let's go to the income statement. Look at their revenue, much faster. 2.1 to 3.2. Okay, it did fall quite a bit and then grew. So it is a check mark there. Net income, 170 million to 1.78 billion, check mark there. So this is about in line with where Intel, they lost their revenue, but AMD has really jumped up here in the last year. Yep. Next, shares outstanding,
Pillar
increasing.
Number 5. Yeah,
pillar number 5, shares outstanding are increasing, not by much though. Balance sheet, cash on hand.
Current assets over current liabilities.
6 billion versus 2.4. The great part about AMD, they only have $3 billion in total liabilities. They have more cash on hand than total liabilities, which I love, but not enough to move the market. They're going from a $97 billion market cap to 95 there. Now, free cash flow.
Free cash flow, pillar number 7.
Negative 34, negative 101, negative 129, 276, 777. Check mark there.
Do you want me to count all these negatives? I mean,
yeah, count the negatives.
Say them again.
Negative 34.
Thanks.
Negative 101. Negative 129. 276, 777.
You know I'm going to blow this. I mean, this is. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do it myself. $1,050,000,050, 920, 820, 785. Divided by 5 is 160.
Great, I got 17 over here. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just an idiot.
It's like 155, sorry. And their current market cap is
100.
100 billion?
Yeah, 100 billion.
And their average was 155. I mean, what is this? 800 times? No, 80 times, I mean? No, 800 times? 700 times? 600 times? 600 times free cash flow in the last 5 years. Now look at this, guys. Again, you're right. AMD has a bigger growth potential. Their free cash flow over the last, they didn't have free cash flow for how long? 8 years in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years in a row of no free cash flow.
David's saying their new CEO is really great at her job. She turned the whole company around. Management is really good now.
Wonderful. It's still not worth that premium. You're 100% right. All those things can be right, and those are part of the qualitative aspects that we want to look at. But if 100 billion makes sense, according to these numbers, then 1 trillion makes sense. Then 500 billion makes sense. You know, it's funny. I talked to Gary yesterday. He made a very common comment. He goes, listen, Tesla's overpriced. $800 a share, $900 a share before. He goes, I literally perceive $100 a share to be just as stupid as $900 a share. It's still insane. 100 billion is just as insane as 500 billion to me. This company could have ride momentum and skyrocket. Look at the stock price. I mean, it has gone crazy in the last 10 years. This was as low as what? $2 a share in 2015. Now it's at freaking $80 a share. Do it if you want, but the value investing side is on Intel, not on AMD. And I'm not saying Intel is not a value trap, but go understand how much AMD is actually taking away from Intel. Usually when people hear those things like, oh, they lost business, the stock just collapses. And you wonder, but how much business did they lose in order to lose $50 billion in market cap, et cetera? That's the question. And I want to make another point here about Intel. When Intel was an unstoppable company back in 2000, the stock price was higher than it is today, $75 a share. And they said, Intel is the future growing company. It's the only chip maker. It's the best ever. And look what happened. It still hasn't reached that peak from before. Keep that in mind when you think about AMD, guys. AMD is the future. It's the future. Intel was the only chip company. AMD was around, but they weren't. And look, they still haven't even matched their 2000 high. Just remember that every time you think a company is unstoppable. Just remember that.
Thanks so much for watching the video. We hope you were intrigued. If this style of investing speaks to you, click the link below to join our Patreon. As a patron, you get access to a wonderful community of like-minded investors where you can chat, connect, ask questions, and share ideas with badasses like you all over the world. The best part is you get the amazing Everything Money software. This is revolutionary, unlike any YouTube page. You can track your investments, look at stocks, and quickly run our 8-pillar analysis on any company you like. The top tier patrons get direct access to Paul and Trader Mo. You'll see their daily trades, their updated portfolios, and every options contract they write on a daily basis. We provide Patreon exclusive videos just for you, including live streams and exclusive content from our team. Our bottom patron tiers fill fast, so join today. But hey, if you don't believe me, look at all of our patrons' amazing success stories. In comparison to other financial platforms, our software is by far the best value. This is your chance to get serious about investing. If you're finally ready to level up your investing game, join our Patreon and let's start kicking ass together.